Hello, humans. Michael Herrick here with HIPAA for Humans, realistic cybersecurity advice for healthcare. Today, I want to talk about security controls that you can apply to your workstations, to your laptops and your desktops, the computers that your staff use day in and day out to process, transmit, store PHI. Now, securing workstations is sometimes overlooked, and we focus our efforts on the servers or the cloud systems where PHI is primarily being stored. And it's very appropriate to protect those systems if that's where you're storing your PHI. But remember, those workstations that you and your staff are using day in and day out, those are the gateways into those servers and cloud services and things like that. So even though they may not be storing PHI, even though that may not be the primary place where you store and manage PHI, they have access to that PHI. And also, you have to assume that there's some PHI on those devices. PHI is like an oil slick. It gets everywhere. So even though you may be using central file servers, EHR applications, cloud-based services, cloud hosting, you've got to assume that from time to time, your staff are downloading PHI to their local devices, processing it locally. That happens in almost any workflow at almost any organization. So assume that there's PHI on those systems, and you know that those systems can be used to access other PHI systems. So it's really important to protect those workstations. And here are 4 simple things that you can do to protect the workstations at your organization to improve your security posture and your compliance posture. First of all, make sure that all of your workstations are running an up-to-date operating system that is still receiving security updates from the manufacturer. This is very, very important. If you're not running up-to-date, fully patched systems, you're at risk of a zero-day vulnerability or some other kind of cybersecurity vulnerability that could just undo all of your other cybersecurity protections. If you're not sure, if it's been a few years since you've upgraded your machines, they might still be supported. And if you want to double check, it's really easy to find out. Usually you can just search for the name and version of your operating system and then just add on end of life. And if that operating system has reached its end of life, you should be able to find a web page documenting when that happened and what version you have to upgrade to ensure that you've got up-to-date protections with security patches from the manufacturer to protect you from those cybersecurity vulnerabilities on your workstations. Very, very important to be doing that. Second thing that you should be doing is you should be ensuring that full disk encryption is applied on all workstations. Full disk encryption. On Windows, this is called BitLocker. On Mac devices, it's called File Vault. So just look through your operating system's settings, system preferences, and find those settings and make sure that the full disk encryption is turned on. Remember, I said that you've just got to assume that some PHI is being stored on those devices. And if you lose an unencrypted device under HIPAA, you have to conduct a risk assessment of that incident. And you have to document and demonstrate that there was very, very low likelihood that there was any PHI on the device. That is difficult, if not impossible, to do when you don't actually have the device in your possession. So applying encryption at rest on those devices bypasses that requirement altogether. The loss of an encrypted device is not reportable under HIPAA. It's simply not a HIPAA security incident at all if the device is encrypted. So make sure that you've got full disk encryption on all of your devices. And then remember, the encryption is only as good as the password that protects the device. If the password on the device is 1234, that's all it's going to take for somebody to access to undo all of the encryption and access all of the data that's stored on that device. So make sure, number 3, make sure that you and your staff are applying good long passphrases or pins to protect those devices. Make sure that you've got to enter a long passphrase or a long random pin in order to access the device, unlock the encryption, and gain access to all of the data. And then number 4, finally, you just got to make sure that there is an automatic inactivity timer engaged on the device so that after a period of inactivity, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that, the device of nobody at the keyboard, the device will lock. It will go to a locked screensaver, or it will just log out altogether and require you to enter that passphrase or that PIN in order to regain access. This is also very important. Now, don't rely on this. You should still be training your staff to always lock their workstations, always close their laptop if they're going to leave it unattended for any period of time. But that inactivity timer is there for you as a fail-safe. It's also a requirement under HIPAA. So it's really easy easy to set up. Get that up and running. So those are the 4 things you can do. Up-to-date operating system with up-to-date security patches, full disk encryption on all of your devices may be one of the most important things you can do to stop data breaches at your organization. Good password or PIN on the device, and an automatic inactivity timer. Those are 4 things you can do to improve the security on your workstations. And if it's been a while since you've done a risk assessment, or if you've never done a risk assessment, you can focus on these things first, because I can guarantee you when the time comes to do a risk assessment, these are going to be top priorities for improving your security posture, improving your compliance posture. When it's time to do that risk assessment, we're here for you and we can help you with that. We can help you document all of these security controls and help you find areas where you can make improvements at your organization. Don't hesitate to reach out, schedule a call. We can talk about where you are now and where you want to get with your HIPAA risk management strategy. I'm Michael at Matterform. Please join me here every Tuesday for more HIPAA for Humans, and thanks for watching.